Mission 3, Returning Empty. A train of empty wagons has been formed up at Plettenberg. These need hauling back to the supplier for next shipment of products. Climb aboard and get going. So, hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dovetail Games Train Sim World. So, yeah, straight into this one today. We're going that side. So yeah, back to another episode of Train Sim World. Let's get ourselves ready to go for today. So, let's get ourselves set up and ready to go. Climb board and activates the battery by holding it 5 seconds. By this time I do know where the majority of train controls are. And so, it's just a simple case of getting everything ready to go. Right, so set the master switch to neutral. Braking set to... oh yeah, just leave it at neutral for a bit. Now charge up the brakes. Once it gets to 6 bars of pressure, the train will be ready to go. After that, it's set the brakes to full service. There's the train, at least the passenger train on the other side. Run on the Doppelstockwagen end. So that means it's heading towards Hagen, isn't it? On that side, no, I'm not sure. Here's what goes. So set the brake hand, set master switch to forward. Brakes then go to full service. You'll be very careful not to move it to the emergency position. So it's 1B. Raise the pantograph and then sets the circuit breaker to closed. Power in the train. Activate the lights. That is headlights in the front of us. And yeah, is that one there? The master switch. So headlights bright. Already done that. Then release the parking brake, which is a switch behind us. When we're ready to go, release the train brake and start moving. So release that, train's already in forward, and let's get ourselves going. So couple to formation, 300 meters away. So we don't actually need to go too fast for this one. We'll go up to the 20 kilometers per hour. Actually, I think that's 15 as opposed to 20. No, it's about 20. So we'll now go couple with the train ahead of us. Won't need to go for too long. Actually, the wipers, if I remember the key for that. That's sand. Passenger doors, horn. Yeah, I don't quite know where the wipers are in this train. Something I've never had to use before. Train line on. Is it? Nice horn. Electric brakes. Wipers, there we go. Wipers on. Now we can see what we're doing ahead of us. So I'll actually start slowing down a tiny bit, because again we don't want to actually touch the cars ahead of us. We just want to come up close to it. So a bit of a premature brake that. Okay, go a little faster than this. Come on, Drawyah. We still have a schedule to keep ourselves up to. The actual passenger trains also need to be around with those. There we go, almost there. Holding brakes, apply them. Okay, a little more. You must remember the train's braking as well. Quite strong, especially when compared to the throttle. Alright, that shall do us. So we can now pop out. And then manually couple the train cars together. Perfect. Fly back in. Set the master switch to off. Train brake to release. So we now need to go to the rear of the train. And then set up on the other end. So headlights can now turn off. That's this switch, sorry. Heads to the other cab, which you have to do manually outside. Also probably can turn off the wipers. If I know how to. Wipers on. There we go, wipers off. Now heads to the front cab. Head up steps. Sit down. And activate the lights and get ourselves ready to go forward. So on, bright. Sets the brakes to full service. And set the master switch to forward. Brakes down to 1B. And then once we're ready to go, release the brakes. Set the wipers on just in case. Actually, I say turn the wipers on. Doesn't appear to actually have much rain particles on the window. There definitely are some, just not much. Anyways, put some power up. And we will turn the wipers on just for the sake of having some wipers turned on, I guess. Alright, so let's now figure out this not CFAR, I've already forgotten the key commands for it. Anyways, we'll go without it then. And what's it called again? The AFB, that's it. And the AFB button is rather awkwardly placed in this train, and even on the keyboard it's a bit of an awkward one as well. There you go, AFB master switch on.
AFB.
There we go. Now we can increase the throttle. We now have AFB speed control. 3.3 kilometers to our destination, which is Letmartha 103. I'm not quite sure why we're not picking much power up. AFB has been set. We have got some traction going on. This train is slowing down. There we go. Pick up speed ever so slowly now. So if I were to increase the AFB, oh yeah, that dramatically increases the energy, so it is taken into account. So bring back down to 20. That should bring things back to normal. Random buffers there. Which actually I don't really serve much purpose, but bear in mind the track does curve off a bit. And this track ends there, and it's like a former track that now doesn't get used anymore, which is I guess in a bit of disused track, but it's quite interesting. Now, of course, I'm quite surprised the speed limit is so low at this point, because we are crossing over the main line on the wrong side of the tracks here. We're just crossing over to the main line behind us. I'm guessing that's just down to the pantograph, not pantograph, the point, sorry. Set it to 30 kilometers per hour, the speed limit. Hopefully your limiter's down to 20. So I've got some speed going on with this train. Yeah, that's much better. And it shouldn't speed either, because for some reason it's about 10 kilometers per hour less than what we've set it to. I'm not sure if that's the glitch or just something down with the train, how it operates at low speed during wet weather. But yeah, if I set it to 10 kilometers per hour faster than the actual line speed, the train will automatically sort itself out. So if we now set it to 120, line speed 110, the train will now start picking up speed, and we can start making our journey down to Letmartha in 22 kilometers. So not too much going on at this point. I think it's just a case of taking the train to the end of the line, and then just decoupling from that. So it's nice time to sit back and I guess enjoy the scenery. As we can in the wet, foggy day in Germany right now. Yeah, I do like these trains. They're very nicely done. They do look good. You can see the pantograph as well, actually going up and down the cables. It's a very nicely done route, this one. One of my favourites in the Train Smile series. Much better than New York by in every standard really. The New York map was a bit of a disappointment. West Somerset Railway was good, but I felt the trains were a bit too slow sometimes, which led to, I guess, rather boring train driving moments. But with where the Ruhr-Sieg Nord line, sorry, things are much better. Things are much nicer. Trains actually run at a decent speed. Although for me, Great Western Railway is still number one. Bear in mind that's my not local again. It's not my local train route, but it is one I have been on a few times. Potentially next Sunday as well. Hope to grab the Great Western Main Line up to Maidenhead for a couple of hours. We'll see how that goes. Depends if I'm working overtime or not, really. Working overtime is something I have done a fair bit of in the last couple of weeks. Okay, so the engines are now starting to cut down a bit at 104 kilometers per hour. So if I actually add another 5 to the AFB, so go to 125, we'll pick up a little bit more speed and go to the full 110, we'll see. Next signal is yellow, so we do need to be aware of that, in case there's a train up ahead. Again, normally I wouldn't be able to see that until we reach the next signal, but it really depends on how German signals work. Do you have the UK standard where you have like 2 yellows, then 1 yellow, then red? Or do they have their own like signal classification? Would be quite interesting to know. And again, I do like the fact that they have burned the lights into the actual tunnel there. Really gives the simulator a bit more, I guess it gives a bit more life, while not actually taking too many frames in the simulator. If I go find like a crossing point or a bridge, bear in mind we're now a bit of a more of an urban area. Maybe find an area which we can try and watch our train go by from. May just be a case of standing on the side of the road for this one. Oh yeah, it's quite a low fence that, so get a bit of a view of the train coming down. So we're carrying empty wagons with us today. Nothing too like major, just a couple of empty stocks, and then those will get loaded for delivery later on. And then next week we'll be driving a passenger train, having the missions coming up ahead. Otherwise, we are now at the midpoint of our Train Sim World Ruhr-Sieg Nord mini-series, which is again 5 missions. I wouldn't mind more missions, Dovetail. I wouldn't mind more missions. Some of these are really good. I do like this DLC a lot. Another freight train to our left. And there go, entering now another tunnel. And as I've said to Dovetail a few times, yeah, just a few times, I wouldn't mind finding Finnish routes at some point in the Train Simulator series. Either Train Simulator XX or Train Sim World. I wouldn't mind getting like the Finnish VR. Again, it would be great to have it between, say, Helsinki and Lappeenranta, which is where I went to during my trip last month. But that's down to Dovetail. I say last month, it's now August, so sorry, it's now September. So I can't actually say last month anymore because it's 2 months ago. Hang on, let's see if I can try and get like a low horn by the keyboards, but ooh, no, I do not want to close the game. That was accidental. Yeah, wouldn't mind getting the Finnish training system, but that is down to Dovetail Games what they're willing to give us, I guess. So we need to get this train speed down since we are in a bit of a slower part of the route. The twisty turny bit in the rural area, this is a slower bit of track as we carry on heading north. It'll then speed up a bit after we are then out of this section. Again, those with a bit more routes knowledge will have known that beforehand, and so I would have slowed the train down a lot for that. Right, so back up to 90. Again, 10 kilometers per hour, more than that, so we can get the actual train speed up, because I'm guessing the wet track is affecting the train a bit, maybe a bit of wheel slippage. So on the sensors thinks they're going at the full 90. In reality, they're going about 10 kilometers less than that. Do I need to add a bit more? Do I need to add 5 more kilometers per hour? I think I do. So 105, let's set the AFB to. Alright, beam not exactly needed for this bit of the route. It doesn't actually do much in the daytime, I don't think. Now, if I was inside of the tunnel, I think you see the light flick on a signpost a bit further away when I do click on that. But other than that, yeah, see if there's another signpost coming up and try and flick the lights on too. See it flash, there we go. Wow, the mouse actually does move slightly when I click on that. It's not a command I'm actually doing with the mouse. I'm not moving it, you just click on it, it doesn't actually move ever so slightly. Almost annoying that. Anyway, it's 2 kilometers is a red signal, so I may need to slow down for that. Bring down to 40. See if I actually need to halt for a moment as well. If I look at the track ahead of me, is there another train? guess so. It's a passenger service, won't it? That's a passenger service that we saw passing when we... Yes, this one. It's a passenger service we saw as we were setting up our own train. We've got a tunnel now, so you can see the... Oh, so it's already on high beam. Pressing that goes to the lower beam because we've already got the thing. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, there's a passenger train at the next station. So we're behind them for the majority of the service. So you can see they're stationary right now. Yeah, let's turn on the cab lights, desk light, that way I can actually see something on the control panel ahead of me. I could do this. Turn the FB a bit, out to 80, about 70. Bring that back to desk lights. We're about to leave the tunnel now anyway, so that was a bit of a useless moment that, but anything to get the train operating a bit better. Right, 700 metres to the red signal, so we will actually now need to bring the train to a halt. So we'll let the AFB do it manually, so automatically, and then once we get a bit closer, I'm going to use the manual braking to bring the train to an indefinite halt. Signal's green now, so we actually can pick up speed again. Check the track map, see where the other train is right now. So yeah, you've just departed, so you're now on your own way out. And we'll be behind them for the rest of the service, so a little bit of a slower journey now. While he does have I think sort of 1 or 2 more stops to make. And it's not until this bit where he then pulls to the side. It's not even at the Hagen changeover bit. Finnentrop. We've not actually really been to Finnentrop too much. We depart from it, but we never really go like super into Finnentrop, even as a train route. That's an interesting message to get from your boss. Message from my boss: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's like a silhouette of a guy. And on the Friday, so Monday starts off tired, slowly gets up, and on the Friday dives into a glass of beer, a mug of beer even. I mean, as someone who doesn't really drink often, if ever, fair enough. So by running at this lower speed right now, the other passenger train is at the high speed end of the line, so it gives us some more time to, I guess, move without having to slow down for this. We are now going slightly fast, so AFB, bring it back by 1. And that shall keep our speed down now. Back in the open. There will be a station coming up shortly ahead of us, the one that the train stopped at moments ago. There a passenger on the left. Again, the older trains DLC with the old locomotive, sorry, the passenger trains with the old locomotive. There's a double stock wagon was built for the old locomotive. These newer trains, it's like the freight routes. In the UK, like I said in last one of the first episodes, the other way around in the UK, where the older trains are generally like downgraded to freight, while the passengers get modern trains. But even saying that, you look up north in the UK, you have like Pacers still running up and down the country. The Dennis Leyland's bus that they converted into a train by sticking on the freight wagon cart. Never been on one before. I'd like to. It doesn't sound like a fun experience though to ride a pacer in the UK. So that's an experience I'd maybe like to try one day, because they're meant to be they're meant to last like 4 or 5 years. The pacer trains. They're meant to last 4 or 5 years until the UK could buy more trains. Then instead the UK just denationalised the railway and basically gave the middle finger up to the people up north. So the pacers, with a 4 to 5 year life span, still operates about 40, 50 years, no, more, less than 50 I say, 40, 30 years since they were introduced. So yeah, they're meant to be taken out of service by 2020, all of them. But even then, there are probably going to be a few sticking around after that, because the UK are finally investing in new trains. There are some rather old locomotives now being taken out of service in the UK. But yeah, that's something for a lot more of the long term than short term. Likewise, as for travelling, the only things I really know I'm doing right now is going to Poland in October, November time. And also I'm going to help out, at least I should be helping out Dovetail Games at the Worley National Railway Show up in NEC, Birmingham. So if you guys are wanting to meet up with me, oh wait, no one wants to meet up with me, fair enough. But yes, I will be at the Worley Train Show with Dovetail Games on the, I think it's like the 27th of September, 27th, 28th of September. That is something I am looking forward to even. Was it September or October? Let me check my calendar right now, make sure I know what dates, yeah, it is October. Yeah, 24th and 25th of November is Worley National. So if all goes to plan, I shall be there at Dovetail Games. And of course, if you're interested in my flight simulation stuff as well, and I'll be at the flight sim show as well in RF Cosford next. Oh, it's next month or next weekend. I'm not doing great with my dates. Yeah, that's that. It's next month, the 6th of October, so just over a month today. Man, my timings aren't great at the moment. I really need to sit down and check my calendar at some point to really get the dates down, mark them up. It's 5 kilometres now to Let's Martha, 103, sorry, Let's Martha 103. I'm not quite sure why I said 103 there, but okay. And yeah, we should be at the end of the line shortly. Bring it back 5 kilometres, and speed has now increased a bit. I don't like how sensitive this knob is. You try and go back 1, it shakes ever so slightly as you try and bring the mouse down. And sometimes you can get like trapped in like the decision marker point of it, so it doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. It just struggles. It's too sensitive that, because it's trying to put all these slight speeds at 5 kilometers an hour intervals into a single dial here on a small screen. That can sometimes be a bit of a jumpy issue. I'm sure on a bigger monitor it's fine, because my monitor's a quite disappointing 16 by 10. 1440 by 900 monitor, so not even 1080p, not even 720p, it's just some random 60 by 10 size. But yeah, there are some things that my monitor's at a disadvantage for. I am looking to try and invest in a proper monitor in the near future, fingers crossed. increase speed limit again, since the speed has gone up here. So we're now asked to just turn a bit and onto the main line to actually bring it back one more. So it goes to the 15 kilometers per hour excess. And then that should help, hopefully, speed things up. Because we are getting very close now, just 2 kilometers till the end of the journey, end of the route. In this case, where, to my knowledge, I'm not sure. Do we drop off and go back to where we started, or do we have to take another load? I'm not quite sure. I mean, we're 26 minutes into this mission. There should be a 45-minute long one, this, so it feels like there's meant to be something, like, straps at the end of this journey. Probably a return one, we'll see. Anyways, that we'll figure out later on. Another freight service coming by. I know it's a passenger service, that was one with the locomotive, the DVBR 48 was it? Yeah, I know how to drive these trains, I've just forgotten the locomotive numbers, the class numbers. Anyways, 102 kilometers per hour, so we're going ever so slightly fast, but on the stretch track it should be alright. It's 101 and still slowing down. Actually, yeah, 102 train seems to stabilise at, so we've set the speed to 115 kilometers per hour. That's saying that's ahead of us. We'll be changing points, so if I bring the speed down a bit, start slowing this train down, so we're going to take the points to our correct track. Yeah, we can go a lot slower than that. It's a high speed point, okay, that's fine then. Oh no, there we go, speed has gone down to 40 kilometers per hour. Oh boy, there's actually our stop point anyway, just ahead of us, so use the normal brakes now, just to bring the train down. Before the red signals, preferably. Going to accept it, but we will bring the train forward a slightly bit more, just so that we can. Oh, is that it? That's it for this shift. The local crew will take it from here. So, are we just going to leave the train here? Last switch to off. Locomotive off. Set parking brake. I'm a little bit surprised about that. We're going to leave the train here, sitting half of the points. If that's what they want, then German efficiency at their best, I guess. Lights come off, climb down, and ensure the locomotive is locked. So we can still open it, as long as it's locked. All is fine. Now let's go down this way. We'll get off the tracks now. Go to the left wall here. As we say goodbye to our empty stock. I'll leave someone else to take it down the line. So, another successful journey that, and quite a fun little mission, more of a relaxation one, just rather than switching back and forth as we go and figure out where we need to be. Instead we get to sit down and watch our train drive in the rain whilst managing our speed up and down. So, Plattenberg to Letmarth there. There's our score for today, 27.5 kilometers driven, 226.63 meters walked. And yeah, overall, decent little video that, decent little journey that one I enjoyed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.